Back again with a little bit of colt stuff. Here I'm working with Mozzy, another Awesome Roany son. This guy's a 2-year-old stud colt, and this is the first time that he's ever been exposed to the bag. Now I just caught him, and I flagged on him a little bit, and gave him some fly spray, which took 5 to 10 minutes, so just in the beginning of our session here. He went ahead and offered to get himself in a wreck there with the bag and didn't care, so that's a good start. I like to drag it around a little bit on the ground and let him see it on both sides before I ever start throwing it over them. I'll lead him by over the top of it. He steps on it there and doesn't care. Another excellent sign. Now I've got these guys to where they'll kind of lead by and have the basics of lunging coming off of my feel a little bit. So I have a little bit of control of them out on the end of a rope at this point. Had a few sessions with him since the last video. Lead him by the other way. This guy's been pretty nice. He's fairly sensible. He likes people. He's one that seems to retain lessons, which I really appreciate with the colt. I can show him something, and it's there the next time. That might be one of my pet peeves, when you have to show a horse something 15 times and they still don't get it. Maybe I'm not the most patient sometimes, but I try. After I drag it around on the ground a little bit, I like to touch him with it. He's kind of wanting to move off, so I just stay with him. He's kind of trying to bump into me with that shoulder, so I try to correct that while we're there. I'll jerk that bag off of his back, throw it up on him, let it fall off and hit the ground. He doesn't really care. This is just textbook stuff here. Let him walk forward, have it fall off. You can also ask him to kick a hip over and disengage and let that bag fall off. That's really good stuff too. He's not kicking at it. He's not even giving it the hairy eyeball, so it's pretty good. So I throw it over his back and back to me, and then ask him to lead by to the left. It kind of takes a little bit of pressure just to get him to go, to move off, but he doesn't seem real concerned about the bag, and when he travels flat, I release him by throwing the rope over his back. He was a little more worried about me releasing him than he was about the bag. Throw my flag out of the way there. Ask him to lead by back over to the bag. He's getting pretty nice on the end of a lead. I'm pretty happy with this guy so far. He's got a willing brain and really wants to have a soft feel. So this time I just chuck the rope and the bag right over his back and ask him to go around. He's not offering to rush or be humpy or kicky or anything, so when he's traveling comfortably, which honestly is pretty much the whole time, I will release him. He's not weird about me dragging it up to my back. Kind of just hangs out and waits for me. Throw it up and over. This time I got it under him. He's not real bothered by it, but I'm just checking my bases here. This guy has a thing where when he gets released, he wants to take 1 or 2 steps towards me. It's a pretty consistent thing. Same thing on the other side. Walk up and touch him with it. Throw it up over his back. Drag it back on the ground. He's a little bit worried, but not bad. Just wants to move off a little bit. His head's up a little. This colt is really nice. He never offered to kick or strike. Didn't even look like he wanted to during this whole session. He's really shapy. Really nice looking colt. I'm excited about this one. Plus, he's a sweetheart. Throw it up and over. Now that rope is hitting him on the front of the back legs. He doesn't really care. He has a nice arc on the circle. Kind of wants to change directions right there, so I correct him quickly. This guy's not bad at all. Even when he's unsure, he's really easy to redirect. He doesn't get crazy about stuff. And he really wants to be soft on that lead. Throw it up over his back. I didn't really give him very much warning right there. It was kind of abrupt, and he handled it really nicely. That time it was on the outside. Lots of licking and chewing there. He gets a little nervous as I drag it back up that time. And I don't try to sneak with this bag. I'm pretty brazen with it. Look at how gentle he is right there. Kind of get him to move off my pressure a little bit right there. Looking for him to take a step back. That's still something that he's working on learning. He's kind of worried, anticipating me throwing it. Once again, I'm pretty wild with that bag, moving it around, trying to show him that it's really no big deal. Taking some time to get organized here. It's quite a bit of rope to handle, and I want it all to be square in case there was a problem. Now, I asked him to disengage into the pressure of that bag right there, and he didn't act like he was getting himself into a bind. He was just cool and collected. I do quite a bit of petting on him here whenever I'm real happy with how he's doing. I really tossed it out a long ways that time, and then crossed back over myself and had him go to the left instead. He was feeling the pressure on his chest that time. Once again, didn't care. Look for that hip. Praise. All in all, an excellent session with this guy. His first time ever seeing the bag. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.